quests and stuff. I call this our warlock for that reason. So, there's a couple things we need to do before we get started. One of those is to go to the tower. I believe there is, yeah, there's something it wants us to do here anyway. But there are a couple things we need to do before we start the campaign. Now, we don't need to. Technically, you can go ahead and start the campaign first thing when you log in. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to the tower. I am going to pick up... well, I'm going to go to Eververse because there's a quest at Eververse. A gift from Tess. And then also we have to go to Hawthorne, because if we look on our inventory here, we don't have a clan banner anymore. I'm not sure why they do that when the new season starts, but it just decided to get rid of our clan banner. We're still in a clan. See, my clan here is level 2, so we already have the first perk even. I'm playing this right after the weekly reset. It is Tuesday, so that's why we haven't done any of these yet, although my clan has only really been doing Crucible and Nightfall lately, which is unfortunate, but anyway. So we'll pick up the banner, that stave on it, the black stave, that's connecting the cloth. Since we reached max level last season, we get a new one, and we can put that on once we pick it up. This is just the default one. Unfortunately, that clan stave doesn't actually do anything, at least at this point. It doesn't appear to. It just looks different, which is unfortunate. It looks alright, but it's not like, you know... Part of me, like, didn't want to start a new clan because I wouldn't get that clan stave. And now it's proven, hey, there's no perks on it. It doesn't matter. It just shows people, hey, you were there in the first season of Destiny. I imagine the one from Curse of Osiris is going to look really cool, even better, though. Anyway, it's just like a Red Legion-themed banner stave. Not all that great. We also need to go to my vault and see if we can pick up some stuff that is better than what we're using right now. Sorry about that. Had to... The dog was rooting around in my room. Okay. So first thing to do, turn on my mic first of all.
Guardian.
I was playing very immersively last night. I was playing a different game. Okay, so test, it's not really all that special, so it just gives you some shaders. It is a new shader, which is cool. Oh, she has the bond this week. I will say this, the set from Eververse this time around is not as cool as the one the first time around. Which is unfortunate because that Optimacy set was really cool. The Omega Mechanos stuff is not as cool. But you can see here we have illuminated engrams, which replace the bright engrams. And in here we have a bunch of cool new stuff. We can go through this real quick. Armor is what I wanted to show you first off. It's going to show us the Warlock set here, which has a very similar helmet to the Optimacy set, but it just looks dirtier, and I'm not a huge fan of it. What's this here? The Omega Mechanos crown. Very rusty and kind of gross looking. I wonder if you can make it look better. Or it's still kind of tarnished, as you can see there. The precursor one looks good, but I don't like the gold bleeding through. It's supposed to look distressed, I guess. But, oh, this is the new shader that we just got. See, I already have some from playing on my other characters. And they're pretty good. Ooh, that one makes it really bright. That's cool. And then for some reason the Crucible one went to the very end of my list. Ooh. Whoa. That red is really cool. It looks even better than this precursor one that we were just looking at. Yeah, although this one is a little bit less shiny, which allows you to see more of the design, which is cool. Anyway, we're not going to focus too much on that. I have a few pieces of the Hunter set, and it's decent. I'm not a huge fan of that armor overall, though. We're going to go through this pretty quick. So for ornaments here, I'm just going to go through the new ones. We have a new gun called Prometheus Lens, which just got nerfed into the ground today. This is the ornament for it. The ornament's really cool. It gets rid of the cool prism in here, though, and replaces it with that orb, which is not as cool in my opinion. Still a cool ornament, though. We've got, this is for Crimson, which is a Red Death themed burst fire hand cannon. Imagine a burst fire hand cannon. That's kind of weird, huh? It seems more like a sidearm, but whatever. I haven't used the weapon. I have this weapon, the Colony. I do not have the ornament for it yet. I actually think it looks better without the ornament. This is the one that fires like robotic bug grenade things, which is really cool. I can show you some of those in my collection after this, if I remember. Jade Jester is for the Jade Rabbit, which I have in Destiny 1, but not in Destiny 2. I don't like this ornament. I think Jade Rabbit looks better without it. I already have this ornament, but I don't have Telesto to put it on. I love Telesto. I used it a bunch in the first game. I think this ornament looks super cool. I can't wait to get the weapon and put that ornament on it. There's another ornament for Mida, which doesn't look as cool. It's kind of like an EDZ kind of theme, just like wrapped up like that. It's not all that great in my opinion. And then there's a second one for Rat King. This one's like stone. The other one was like the Black Plague. On the side it had glowing eyes on all the rats. But this one is more like stone looking. It's cool. Not as cool, but cool. And then also I have this skin, which is unfortunate because I'm not going to ever have, at least on Xbox, I'm never going to have this gun, I don't think. It's from the raid, and my friends play on PlayStation. So if I do get this gun at some point, which I don't really care for, I know people are saying it's like really, like a lot of people really want it, and it does look cool. Like what it does is cool, but I don't really care for the gun. I don't really care to get it. So there's another ornament that you get from the Prestige raid, but this ornament here is just from Eververse. And there are also ornaments for armor now, which is cool. You can see Karnstein armlets. We have this ornament. I actually haven't seen the ones with the Warlock yet. Doesn't look like it changes it that much, unfortunately. This is for Winter's Guile. People were thinking that Osiris was wearing sun bracers that had radiolaria instead. And I think it's... I don't think it is. It's not this. The reason why I was thinking about that was because the icon kind of looks like it's glowy on the arm. It's obviously not Winter's... this ornament. I just was pointing that out because it reminded me of it. The look of it reminded me. Three are for the Hunter and these three are for the Titan. So it won't show me any preview of those. Pick things up here. I'm not going to look at everything. Dog, don't get in my face, please. Okay. Just look at the exotics here to start. These ghost shells look really weird, and I really do not like them. The shape. I do not like the shape of this ghost shell. It is hideous. I won't dismantle them if I get them because they're exotic, you know. But this one is the best one. I think it's got that, like, starry effect that the Taken have, or, like, you'll see in the campaign, the Infinite Forest, the gate to it, has an effect like that too, which is really cool. Fast lane shell looks like a light on a truck. I guess a car too. I've just got my truck on my mind because I've been doing stuff with my truck lately. A lot of stuff. So let's see. Next one. Oh, skipped one. We'll go back to that other one. Electronica shell. This one's neat. Again, it just looks weird. This side view is hideous. Not a fan of it, really, at all. And Fire Victorious shell. This is, again, a weird shape. The way these meet up is not as ugly. But the shell as a whole still doesn't look good in my opinion. The lights are cool on it, it just doesn't look all that great. So there are some of those shapes in here too, as you can see. But you can also find some regular looking shells, which is good. This one is my favorite. The shape of this, the spines on it. I could obviously be wrong, but I don't think I've seen any shells in Destiny 2 that had spikes like. But I don't remember them in Destiny 2. So this one's really cool. I feel like if you put I mean, it's got a cool shader on it too, but if you put a better shader on it, that one, ooh, that's not even a new shader, but this looks really cool. This one I think is my favorite, the Precursor Chrome. I kind of wanted a whole full set of this on my Warlock, this shader. I think that'd be really cool. But like a bunch of these shaders, this one looks really cool too. That one looks pretty good. You can see just a small selection of them here. Frumious Blue. And of course I have to show you the new Monarchy shaders because they're my favorite in the game. This one's really cool. That one not as much. I like this shader usually more, but on Ghosts and Sparrows this one usually looks better. That's a really cool ghost shell. I would definitely have that for my Hunter. Anyway, I'm not going to go through all the rest of these, but there are some pretty cool ones. Let's go back to emotes in a second. Sparrows are in here. I'll go over the exotic ones because the exotic ones are really cool. This is the Predator. The one thing about this, I love this look here. The one thing that most shaders ruin this look. Like that, I mean, it kind of works, but just the look of the mouth here on it. Like, most of these, you'll see, it just ruins that completely. That one does not ruin it, I think. That one ruins it. That one does not. This one pretty much ruins it. So that's just the unfortunate part. That one looks cool. So you can find good shaders for it. Just not maybe as easy. This looks like a Dawning Sparrow to me. It's very streamlined. Looks cool though. I'll just show you one shader on this one. This one makes it look all bright and really cool looking. The last one here is Osiris's sparrow. I mean, in theory, because it has like the look of the Vex stuff all over it. I don't like this whole thing in the front. I think it's blah. But the symbols on it are really cool. The wiring on it's really cool. You got the symbol of Osiris on the back there. I mean, not the symbol. It's the son of Osiris. It's not. Whatever. So there are a bunch of cool sparrows in here. Also in the legendary, just show you a couple of them. The shape of this one's cool. I think that's this, right? Tarnished copper? Yeah. Which is not a bad choice at all. That looks really cool though too. So there are some cool options in here, even if you don't get a exotic. Obviously the exotics are better, but you can still get some pretty cool ones from there. Next up is ships, and there are some cool ships in here too. This is the Osiris ship, which I feel like is probably the one that most people are going to want. It has the wiring on it again, and it looks like it has the chest of like a minotaur on here, which is cool. The design on it is pretty cool too. The precursor one, I think, is my favorite shader from this expansion. Makes this look cool too. Doesn't change all that much, but I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna go to this one. I'm gonna skip that third one and come back to it last because it's my favorite one. The Gray Pigeon, St. 14's Gray Pigeon. People have seen a body like in an inaccessible area of Mercury that has those ribbons on it. So people are thinking it looks like a Titan, so they're thinking that it's St. 14, which would be really cool. He has a shotgun and nobody's gotten it yet, so it's got to be like part of a quest or something. Maybe I think that'd be really cool. Asher Mir's One-Way Ticket is a hideous ship. It comes from a design that I really don't like. This kind of weird shape here. Plus I don't like Asher anyway. Ikora's ship is decent. It's a cool shape. I like this like needle at the end here. I think this one might look good also with the precursor shader on it. Yeah, this one looks really cool with that on it. And then Sunderest Experiment is another weird looking one, I believe, isn't it? Yeah, it's another one of these weird shaped ones. I actually have one of these for my hunter. I'm using it because it has a good effect on it, and it's a new ship, but I don't like it. This is my favorite one. I think this is a gorgeous ship, and I really, really want it. The glass back here, it's supposed to be like Volta glass reminiscent. The precursor shader on here, I love the way that looks. There are a couple other ones in here that look really nice with it too. Haven't found any yet. That one's decent. That one's pretty cool. That one's decent. That one's cool. That might be the one I was thinking of that I liked even better than Precursor. So the New Monarchy ones, that one's eh. That one's better. Still decent. But then there are other ships in here, nothing particularly special, but this is like the original ship with a shader on it. The ship that you get during the campaign, but it's got a shader on it. I don't really like how open the middle of it is, but and there are some other cool designs in here too. This dog is throwing a fit behind me here. I don't like the look of that ship either. There's a lot of these really weird looking designs I'm not a fan of. Anyway, so then there are shaders. There's just a couple in here that are new. There's these 5 here, and I've shown you mostly all of them. This is like the present day Mercury Vex shader. All right, not great. I actually want to see what this looks like on my full set of gear here. That looks pretty awesome. Kind of looks like the Callus shader on the chest piece, the robe. And there's also the Descendant shader, which I haven't gotten yet. Doesn't look all that great on this armor, does it? There's only 2 more, so we might as well show them off. This is Desert of Gold, which is the one that we just got a bunch of. I think it's the most common, I think, so far that I've seen. Not a huge fan of it. The white part down here looks cool, but other than that, not really. Metallic Sunrise, I think I have a couple of, maybe? Or I did at one point, maybe I used it. Pretty decent. Not amazing, but decent. I actually do really like that one. So those are shaders. Mods, I don't think... Yeah, I mean, like, those are all the same, but there are a couple more effects here. I can't show you what they look like. Reflection effects, you'll see what that looks like during the campaign. This is the effect from, like, when you kill Gaul in the main campaign. This is, like, the Traveler at the end cutscene. This is... I don't even know what this is. It's a different effect from this one from before, the Vex Arrival. This is just, like, the ring of the storm, kind of electric storm. This one looks different in the picture. I'm not sure what it looks like in game. Then there's like this beam effect that makes it look like you're like beaming down like from Star Trek. This spotlight effect is really cool. It like just shines lights around you, makes it look like a grand like Hollywood entrance. And this sigil is different from what class you use it on. It's a symbol for Warlock, Titan, or Hunter. And then the ones that you had before. Last one to show you is the emotes here. These are the exotic emotes. This is the one that actually changes your view and you like see it first person from this point of view where the phone is, if you use it in game. That would be a cool one to have. Mic drop. It's okay. You can see that being something people like, but I'm not a huge fan of it. This one's dumb. I think it's really stupid, and I've seen people use it a lot, and I don't get it. I get it's just about the sweeper bot, but why is that important? I don't know. Go over this. Timely dance. I believe this is the time warp. I don't actually know how to do the time warp, so I could be wrong about that. Yeah, I don't know. Trendy dance. Oh, dog, don't sniff my microphone. Sorry if you guys heard that. It's an interesting dance. I guess. The otter dance is like, there was one called the odd dance in the first, in the base game. And now there's this. Overnight dance. This one's funny. It's the YMCA. You see that? Watch it again, ready? YMCA. Yep. Not even trying to hide that one. And then the disco dance. This one is what I need because when I'm being goofy, I dance like this. Yep, totally. Except for that last part I don't do, but yeah, that part right there, that's my move right there, guys. Okay. Anyway, these other ones, like this is the only one I'll show you out of the rares. For like when you want to get someone on your fire team. Which I think it's like Bungie saying you don't need in-game clan chat. You can just use this emote, which is dumb. Anyway, I had to go get my glasses. I've been wearing my glasses for Destiny now. My vision hasn't gotten worse, but I've spoiled myself now. I never used to wear glasses while I played Destiny. Only games with small text. But then I wore my glasses while I played Destiny one time, and I was like, wow, so it's clearer. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, there's more emotes there. That's all that there is to show you in the Illuminated Engram. If you're interested, you can buy this once. It's a starter pack for Season 2. Now, I don't know if it's worth it. It's $9 US. And it just contains the Mercury Vex Chrome, 10 of them, 500 Bright Dust, and 3 Illuminated Engrams. So let's go over the cost of that really quick. Just like the old one, it's $5 for 3. So for this one, you're saying, okay, this is the $5 right here. So $4 for 10 shaders and 500 Bright Dust. You gotta just ask yourself if that's worth it to you. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I'm not gonna do it. So next thing we'll do, I'm actually gonna go to the vault here. Show off a couple of these new weapons real quick. This is Prometheus Lens, the one that was ridiculously overpowerful and now is not powerful enough. They just nerfed it today into the ground, from what I've heard. That impact looks ridiculous. It has this here, Prismatic Inferno, and this Flame Refraction. This is the one I really like, the Colony. I feel like it doesn't do enough damage though. So the thing that makes it cool is this Insectoid Robot Grenades, and it also has this Serve the Colony, which is nice, but it's not like, you know, a necessity, I guess. And then, as for armor, I don't have any new armor for the Warlock yet from this expansion. I do have the Timely Dance. So, I didn't buy it. I got it in Engram. So let's just pop that on. I actually want to put it here. Okay. And then as far as emblems are concerned, I have some new ones here as well. This is for doing heroic adventures. This is for doing the Crossroads public event. This is for completing the storyline for the expansion, and this is for the Lost Sector on Mercury. And this is the one I'm going to use right now. Just because it's cool. Ooh, you want to take a picture with me? I don't have the selfie emote, but yeah, you can take a picture of me if you want.
Hey, Guardian, need something? Don't stop fighting.
This war is
We all appreciate it.
Yep. I just smacked you with the barrel of my sniper rifle. Sorry about that. The last thing that I can do here is... Yeah, I don't really like Judgment. Honestly, it's not a very good gun in my opinion. You see, if the base level, this does not have a mod on it, it's 302. So it requires level 21 to use it.
Less complicated.
290 scout. I have a 300 in that slot.
Help. Trust me. Nothing salvageable. What a mess.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking like there's not really anything in here useful to pick up. Unfortunately. Well, I could use that. What's my sword at? That's 291. I could use this.
Show 'em that they can't.
Because I'm pretty sure that this... Yeah, I'm gonna go and put that in my vault. This is gonna be good. Maybe I'll keep it on me and infuse it up when I reach level 21. I don't really want to keep using Darcy, so hopefully we find something we can use that's better. Alright, loading screen. Talk to Hawthorne. She's gonna give us the same spiel she did about giving us our first clan banner.
All about symbols, right? Warlocks.
We don't need to listen to it
Titans,
again.
Dead orbit. Be careful out there.
So now we have our clan banner back, and the cool thing now is we can go in here and select this.
Can I help you?
And that's what our clan banner looks like now. The perk we have on it too, by the way, completing the weekly clan milestone rewards an additional 5 legendary shards. It's not like the best perk ever, but it's pretty cool.
It's just a family you choose to join.
Okay, so without further ado, let's jump into the storyline, shall we?